Hello, and thank you for tuning in. Rose Ward, Stampersdelight.com. Thank you for joining me today. Grab your coffee, grab your tea, and come stamp with me. Okay, so before we get started, a couple of reminders. Don't forget that you can check out Stampersdelightshop.com. This is Christmas in July. You can get that great coffee mug, or tea mug, or the one I was just drinking out of, the crafty, classy, and a little bit sassy, plus other things such as sweatshirts, t-shirts, and so much more. So go check it out and leave me a comment. Let me know how you like that website. Next up for Christmas in July, I have my online retreat using the burrows of holly. So the links are below if you'd like to join in on that. We have our Sweet Delicious Fun Fold Club with Donna Gray and I. And again, the link is below, and that tells you how to join and what you get. We have something new, July 24th for the US, the 25th for Australia. We have a Christmas in July Facebook craft party. So if you're in Australia, it's $45. If you're in the US, it's $37. You're going to get some goodies with that. You don't need them to follow along, but we're going to give you some goodies. You are going to get ribbon embellishment and designer series paper, the shimmery paper. We like this so much, I'm actually using it in my online class. The link is below. However, you have been asking for this for so long, and now it's here. If you are not in the US and you are not in Australia, I have a lot of you I know are in other countries, including Canada. You can now join the Christmas in July craft party. You can join the event only. You won't get any of the products because we cannot ship those to other countries, but you can join in on the fun. So again, the link will be below with all the information and what you're going to get as a goodie bag. And again, even if those items don't come before the online event, you're still going to join in. As a matter of fact, we've already added some people. And we're just going to start posting things that we've done this month already. So you definitely want to get in on that Christmas in July craft party. The next thing I have is my online Christmas in July. So I have an online Christmas in July retreat, but I also have my monthly Christmas in July class. And that is with the Perched in a Tree. And again, you can see I use those great and this is funny, the Festive Pearls, the gold ribbon, and the Glimmer Paper. So you can order just the class, you can order it with the bundle. Just go to the link and check that out and order whatever it is you want. For the online class, the RSVP date is July 10th. So today's the 8th, so you have 2 more days to sign up, and then that's it. So I'm going to flip the camera real quick. And a funny little thing here, if you've been watching my videos, this drove me nuts. So these adhesive back pearls say red and green adhesive back pearls. And I kept saying, why do they say red and green? I see the red, but I don't see any green here unless that's what they're saying is green. But then I realized in the catalog, they are referred to, and hey, maybe you already realized this. It took me a while. I'm late to the party. These are actually the Festive Pearls. So don't be confused if you order the Festive Pearls, or, you know, you get that with my class if you join the class, and you look at this and it says red and green adhesive back pearls. They are one and the same, okay? Drove me a little crazy. So since I have that class coming up, I decided to give you a sneak peek so you'll see something about, you know, a little bit about my class. All right, so I am going to be showing you today the Perched in a Tree. Now remember, when you join my online class, these samples are not what you're going to be doing. And these are not going to be, you're going to get 3 projects, 2 of each, so a total of 6. They will be different than what I'm showing you today. So really you get extra, okay? All right, Perched in a Tree. And let me just show you those dies. This die is what made me buy this stamp set. I just love this die. And we're going to be using those very shortly. So let me show you the first sample with this. And this one you can see, I've used that beautiful ribbon. I colored this, the bird in. This is that large die. The paper that you're going to be seeing is from the Ringed with Nature in the Celebration catalog. Let me just bring that in and show you. So Perched in a Tree is on page 46. And this Rings of Love, rather, designer series paper right here is a free item with a $50 purchase, and it coordinates with the Ring with Nature bundle, which is on page 62. But I found it to work great with this stamp set. So what I did was I cut a piece of Very Vanilla. I ran it through the die cutting machine and got that with that die, and you can see behind it are those trees from that designer series paper. But one more thing I did with this, I just thought it looked more realistic, is I used our timber embossing folder. That does not belong on there. I used our timber embossing folder, and that gave it some more texture. And then with our blending brushes, let me find the, it doesn't really matter which one here, I added some color to that. So with our blending brushes, I did add some color. And then you open it up, and there is your Christmas in July card. So that's the first one. And I just fussy cut the saying out. Still shots will be on my blog later. The next one I did, again, using that beautiful paper, and I got to show you this if I have it right here. I might not. Oh, yes, I do. This is the paper from Ringed with Love, and that's the back side of it. So you see how cute that would look together. I actually didn't use it yet that way, but I did want to show you that you could actually use that side. But I didn't want to take away from the little bird. So definitely get that designer series paper. And again, this one is, I'm here, no matter the season, I'm here for you. And of course, I used our new ribbon, which that was from the Storybook Gnomes, which I showed the other day. That's the Balmy Blue ribbon. And there you can see the die cut leaves because they match back here. And again, I used white, the basic white. I did swirl around some color here in the Balmy Blue. And this I left blank because I would sign, you know, whatever I wanted to say because I'm here for them. And the background is the starry sky. Okay, the next one, I've had a shaker card thing lately. This one I decided to do all in pink. So again, I used the designer series paper. The other flip side of that was the first one that I showed. And on the other side, you've got some poinsettias. So I used that as my background. I used our rose gold foil, ran it through the embossing machine for the texture and to cut it out. And then I added, now these are sweet sorbet. And if you use the lighter color, it really blends in nice with this set. And I used the Fine Sparkle pink gems. And you can see back there, if you can see it, there's some loose sequins, which are pink in color. Those are the loose sequins in the annual catalog. And then you can see that you open it up, let heaven and nature sing. And again, that is a shaker card. Some great cards you can make with this. And that's why I wanted to show you today. So I'm going to start. We're going to play around here. I've got a 1/4 sheet of cardstock. That's going to be, do I want that? No. I'm trying to think, do I want that? That's going to be my base. Yeah, I'm going to use that as my base. I'm going to bring in that designer series paper. And let me just put that right there. Okay, and I'm going to cut this. I want this to be, don't worry about the side. You could try to do it the other way and have the trees going the right way, but we're not going to see the trees. I'm going to go in here at 5 1/4. Cut that off. And then I'm going to swing that arm out, and I'm going to do it at, see, 8.5 would be the regular size. I'm going to do 8 1/4. Let's see if that works. Should work. So this way you can see a little bit of the edging. I'm going to go ahead and fold that in half. This is actually a Z-fold card with the designer series paper. Okay. And then, I want it this way though, so I'm going to fold it back this way. So that then you're not going to see the trees. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it back this way. And let me get my bone folder out. I will be back live next week. But until then, enjoy this video. All right, so that's going to go right there. I'm not going to put that down yet. What I'm going to do is bring in my die cutting machine and bring in some pieces. Okay, so I'm going to bring in that very vanilla glimmer paper that you do get with the class. Let's move this out of the way real quick because that's not going to go through the machine. What I want to do is I want this size. So I'm going to go ahead and bring this in and just cut it down. Make sure you leave enough on the edges. I'm going to bring it in at 4 inches should be plenty. Might be too big, but we'll see. So that's going to be cut there. And then I'm going to swing it around. And I am going to do this at 5 1/4. Okay, so let's get that out of the way. So it's 4 by 5 1/4 because that's going to be the front of my card. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Facebook. Join my classes. And if you've taken one of my classes or one of the ones from Donna and I, please let us know and leave us some comments. Give me a thumbs up here on YouTube. Okay, so I am just going to put that right in there. Make sure it's centered. I'm going to cut that out. Now, I'm not using my adhesive sheet for this because I'm not going to glue the whole thing down. I'm going to go back one more time. We'll be using this again, so let's move this out of the way. And I'm just going to pull this off gently. You can see most of it comes right off. Look at that. The 2 pieces that didn't go right there. Okay. Let's get that out of the way. This is actually going to lay right on my card front. So this is going to go right here, right over the front of that. And this is going to lay right here. Now, if you don't want that edging, you can absolutely cut this smaller. But I am going to leave that. I want a little bit of an edge on each side. So the first thing I'm going to do is glue that down. Now, be careful when you glue, whether you're using liquid glue or the adhesive that I'm using, because you don't want to do the whole piece. Remember, you're only doing half of it. And I'm going to do a little bit on these trees. Okay. If I just do that, or take your pick tool, what I don't want stays there. You can use your liquid glue. Just get that off there. Okay. I'm going to bring that back in. And this is going to lay right here. I'm just going to leave a little bit of an edge there. And that's going to go right down on the base of my card. So we can go ahead and do that. Definitely share my videos. Tell your friends about my classes too. And then we're going to have this. We have an awesome deal right now to join Stampin' Up! In my team. You get this great planner, which I'll show you when we're done. Let me just make that a little straighter. So the starter kit's $125. You get, it's $99. You get $125 of free merchandise of your choice. And then they're going to throw in that Making Plans planner, which I absolutely love. So you become part of the Stampin' Up! Family and part of my family. And I do a lot of fun things with my team members. I'd love to have you on my team. If you'd like more information, just give me a call or go to Stampersdelight.com and join the fun. Okay, so there's the start of my card. Now I need to do some stamping. For this one, I am actually going to use very vanilla instead of the white. I don't know if I'm going to like it, but we'll try. The first thing I'm going to do is bring in soft suede. I need a tree branch, so I'm going to ink that up. I need a bird. Actually, I already have a bird cut out. Let's use that. This one's white, but it's okay. It'll still work. And then I'm going to need some of these leaves cut out. You know what? I'm going to do the bird in very vanilla. Change my mind. So let me grab that soft suede again. There we go. I'm going to go all the way with this. And let's do some coloring first. So I'm going to use my blends. And I am taking the light crumb cake for this. Even though I use the soft suede here, I'm just going to color in with my blends. And I don't want it real dark, so I'm using this light crumb cake just to add a little color. For the little bird, I am going to use my, what colors do I want here? I'm going to use my real red. I'm going to use the dark real red first. You can mix and match colors, okay? So this is the dark. I'm just going to outline this. I know some people do the light first. I always tell you, I always start with my dark. But you can do it any way you want. Okay. Put a little more on there. And then I am going to blend that up with the light real red. I don't want to get his little beak. Okay. I'm going to get So Saffron. This is the dark. Put a little beak there. I'm going to grab the light and dark crumb cake. Just doing some dark feathers here. Do a whole line right here. Just whoop, went off. That doesn't matter. Very gently just add a little color to his little feet there. Okay, that's enough dark. I'm going to go in with the light. Blend that up. I do have the card giveaways. Oh, and the stamp set. I got the names on the other side, but I remember the last video I was giving one of these away. I'll run over and grab those names when I'm done. And then today I'll be giving away some more. All right, so I'm going to bring in this machine. I'm going to grab those dies. This one's going to go right here. This one's going to go here. I'm going to grab some Post-it notes so that stays in place. Probably need 2 on this one. It's kind of big. I think if I hold it there, it'll be all right. Okay, and I want one right here. so I can sandwich that in. You can see I've used this die quite a few times. It's starting to bow a little bit, but it still works. Some of them do that. Okay, we're going to just move. Okay, this one needs 2 because it is bowing. I'm going to put one there. Post-it notes are cheap. Use as many as you want. And our new adhesive masking would probably work even better. But for now, I'm just going to go with this and hope that it works. It should. Okay, go right through there. Okay, there's those 2 pieces. And I can just trim some of that off if I don't like that. Now, which I think I'm going to do because that moved a little bit. No worries. I'm going to bring in these 2. And I'm going to bring in some of our other glimmer paper. So I'm going to do a large and a green. I'm not going to use all these, but since I'm cutting them out, I like to do two at a time, so I have them for other projects. So and I might use them, I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to use those 2. And this one, I don't have enough room for a large one, so I'm going to use this. I'm going to use that gold one. Okay, so now I've got some of these leaves. Okay, we are done with this. Let's move this out of the way. Let's bring in our pieces. Now, I'm going to trim this off a little bit because it's got too much off-white for me, or very vanilla. So if it moves, just go ahead and trim it a little bit. It will be fine. Trust me. There we go. All right, before I start putting him together, I'm going to grab I want to put some Wink Stella on it. There it is. I'm going to add some Wink Stella. Could have done a better job with that little guy, but you get the idea. He's going to go right here. First, we're going to put the tree branch like right here. And just color the little bit end of that. There. All right. Now you see it's angled different, so I'm going to put it right over here. And I'm going to be trimming that off. So I'm going to grab some mini dimensionals. Put one right there. I'm going to go right up along as far as I can with these. All right. And I'm going to put this right here. Yes, it's off the paper. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim that off because I want it at the end. There we go. My little bird is going to go right here. But before I do that, I'm going to bring in these leaves. Now here I had the green one already cut out. So I'm going to have the green one back there. And then I have a gold one right here. And I'm going to add the gold one right there. So the green one I'm going to put up here. Again with dimensionals. I'm going to use the minis because I'm actually going to put those dimensionals on here rather than the leaf, so that I know that I don't get any glue on the back side. My little bird is going to go right here. So that one, I'm going to use my adhesive. I'm going to glue him right on top of there. And then I have this other little leaf, which is going to go right here. And again, that's dimensionals. Now it's a larger piece, so I can add a large dimensional there. I'm just going to tuck that right here. Oh my gosh, look how cute that is. Okay, now I want a sentiment. So I am going to use Let Heaven and Nature Sing. I'm going to bring in a piece of our Very Vanilla. You can see I've used that before. I'm going to go ahead and use Poppy Parade because that's what the back of this is. I'm going to go ahead and stamp that just like that. Doesn't matter if it's crooked because I am going to cut this out. And I'm just going to do a little fussy cutting here. Get that off my scissors. Because I don't want it just plain like, you know, I want to cut around it. Just for something different. Okay. That is going to go right up here. And again, I am going to use dimensionals for that. I can actually put two because I really want that to stick down. I don't want it to pop off there. Okay, I'm going to bring in that beautiful ribbon, the gold metallic ribbon here. I'm going to make a little bow. For my bows, a loop, wrap it around, put that loop underneath, hold on to the ears and the tails and pull, and then just straighten it out. That's the way I do my bows. I do have a video out there about a couple different ways. This ribbon ties very nicely. And I'm going to add that right there. Now I can use a glue dot, but I can also use my stamp and seal, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put that right there. Fix my bow a little bit. I am going to bring in some of those Festive Pearls. As soon as I figure out what I did with those right here, perfect. And I'm going to go ahead and add some of those beautiful red pearls to my card. Okay. Now, you can also use your bone folder to get that nice crisp edge. For the inside, because this is the way it's going to stand. Okay, and I'll show it to you when we're done. I'm going to take another piece of Very Vanilla. And for the inside sentiment, I'm going to use a piece of, I'm going to cut it down rather. I'm going to do 3.5 by 4, I think is fine. You can use any size you want. You can have the whole inside, but I want some of that paper to show around the edges. So that's why I'm doing it that way. So this is 4 by 3.5. I am going to ink up the Wishing You Abundant Joy and Peace. Again, with the Poppy Parade. I'm going to bring in my envelope. Just grab a Very Vanilla one I'm looking for on my, there we go. On my turn thing here. Just grab an envelope. I'm going to bring in that cute little bird. I'm going to have to clean him off because remember I did use the brown. Whoops, sorry about that. And we're going to ink that up now in Poppy Parade. Should have had that out already, but okay. And we're just going to put the bird there. We're going to go ahead and put bird there and one on the flip side. You can also use your designer series paper to embellish the envelope or stamp the envelope. I'm going to bring that piece in. That's going to get glued right down here. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to push it in as far as I can because I want as much as that of that color cards or that designer series paper to show. But I want to make sure it's straight. There we go. And there you have it. There's a Fun Fold Z-Fold card with that shimmery paper. So that's how it would look, and that's how it would look when it stands up. I'm going to flip the camera real quick. And this is how it looks when you look at it frontwards. I'll show you the first one I did. This was what I tried it out first with the green. I like the green, but I like the lighter color better. Let me flip the camera down so you can see both of these. And I'm going to run over and get those winners' names. So in the meantime, you can see the two different colors. Okay, so I have the winners here. So if I don't have your address, you need to contact me. So for the stamp set only, Wonderful World, the winner was Joan Gordon. Joan, you need to contact me so I can get your address so I can mail that out to you. If you're not in the US and I call your name, please let me know. I don't send anything international right now. Card kits, free card kits that I have made up. We have Bonnie Blanchard and Ann Washburn. You need to contact me with your addresses so I can get you out those card kits. I will be giving away another stamp set, another Wonderful World, and 2 more card kits from today's video. So definitely comment whether you're on Facebook or YouTube Live because I pick from both. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, follow me on Facebook, and keep on stamping, Stampers. Bye.